Hello and welcome to Reach Your Goal classes, which helps you to sharpen your minds. Today the topic that I am going to cover is adjective clause. So let's see what is an adjective clause. Okay. Now before we understand what is an adjective clause, we should first understand what is adjective. So what is an adjective? An adjective is a word which modifies a noun or a pronoun. Okay, that means it will describe a noun in the sentence, or if there is a pronoun in the sentence, it will describe the pronoun in the sentence. Let us take some example to understand this. For example, if I tell that Ram is very intelligent, so here the word intelligent is adjective. How? Because the word intelligent is giving us more information about how is Ram. Ram is a noun in the sentence. So it is giving us information about Ram. That is why the word intelligent is adjective. Let us take one more example. For example, if I tell she is very beautiful. Okay. Now the word she is a pronoun. And beautiful is adjective because beautiful is describing the pronoun. It is telling us how is she. She is very beautiful. So it is describing a pronoun. Okay. So adjective is a word which modifies a noun or a pronoun. So whatever is the role of an adjective in a sentence, the same role is played by the adjective clause in the sentence. So let's see. An adjective clause, which is also called as a relative clause, it is a dependent clause, okay, and it modifies a noun or a pronoun in the sentence. It appears, now how to spot the adjective clause? This is a key for you. It appears immediately after the word it describes, okay. That means you will see that adjective clause has started immediately after a noun or a pronoun. Next, it should have a subject and verb combination. This we have already discussed in our previous sessions when I was teaching you what is a clause, what is a main clause, what is a subordinate clause. So during that time I had told you that clauses means what? Clauses means a group of words which should have a subject and a verb combination. And it may or may not give you a complete sense. So that is the definition of a clause. So like every clause, even adjective clause should have a subject and verb combination. Now adjective clause, they always begin with some words. Now which are those words which we have to keep in mind? This is again a key for you. Adjective clause always begins with either a relative pronoun or it will be a relative adverb. Let's see which are the relative pronouns. Relative pronouns are who, which, that, whom, whose. So these words you have to keep in mind, dear children. That means wherever you will find these words in the sentence, from there the adjective clause has started. I have given you some examples to understand this better. Let's see. There has to be a chairman who conducts the debate. Okay. Now in this sentence, chairman is a noun. Immediately after that you can see that the relative pronoun who has come. So who conducts the debate, this is an adjective clause in the sentence. Next, the dog that performs the most tricks will win the prize. Again here you will see dog is a noun, and immediately after the word dog you can see that that is used. So that performs the most tricks. Here it is giving you a description of the dog. Which dog we are talking about? We are talking about the dog that performs the most tricks will win the prize. So that performs the most tricks is a adjective clause. Now since we have understood how relative pronouns are used in adjective clause, let us see how relative adverbs are used. So which are the words which are relative adverbs? They are why, where and when. So these three words you have to keep in mind. Example to understand this better. The farm where we can pick our own strawberries is so much fun. So here also you will see the word farm is a noun, and after farm immediately where has come. Where is a relative adverb. Okay, so this clause is an adjective clause. Where we can pick our own strawberries, this is an adjective clause. I hope you remember, dear children, that I had told you the number of verbs which are there in the sentence, they will represent the number of clauses in the sentence. For example, in this first sentence you will see that in first sentence pick is one verb and is another verb. That means there are two clauses in the sentence. So the farm is so much fun is a main clause, and where we can pick our own strawberries is the adjective clause. Do you remember that time when we saw an eagle flying? So do you remember that time? This is the main clause. Time again is a noun. And after time you will see relative adverb when has come. When we saw an eagle flying. Okay, so this is again an adjective clause because it is describing about the time. It is giving you more information about the time. So which time we are talking about? We are talking about the time when we saw an eagle flying. Let's continue. These relative adverbs, why, when, where, whenever they come in a sentence, we should be very alert. Why? Because these words are also used in adverb clauses. So they are used in adjective clauses also, and they are used in adverb clauses also. Now you will get confused, but there is no need to get confused, because here I am giving you a very simple trick which will make you to understand the difference between an adjective clause and an adverb clause. So for that I have given you two examples. Observe these examples. First one, he knows the place where I live. Second, he knows where I live. Now here if you see where I live, from here the adjective clause starts. Why this is adjective clause? Because before the word where, the word place has come, and place is a noun. So if before these words why, when and where, if the noun comes, that means it is an adjective clause. And in second sentence, he knows where I live, the word knows has come. Knows means it is a verb. Okay, so if the relative adverbs comes after a verb, then that is a adverb clause. So this is a simple trick that you should keep in mind, so that you should understand which is the adjective clause and which is the adverb clause. So I hope you have understood why adjective clauses are called as the relative clauses. I have given you here. Adjective clause are also called as relative clause. Why they are called? Because they begin either with a relative pronoun or they begin with a relative adverb. Now let us understand which are the different types of adjective clauses. So there are two types of adjective clauses. First one is restrictive adjective clause, and second one is non-restrictive adjective clause. Now how to find out the difference between both? First one, which is restrictive adjective clause, is also called as an essential adjective clause. When you are looking at the sentence, you will understand that it is giving you more information of the noun which is already mentioned in the sentence. Okay, but that information is important to complete the sentence. Here one more difference is that commas will not be used when the information is given in the sentence. And in non-restrictive adjective clause, unnecessary information will be given in the sentence which is not required. It is not essential in the sentence, not playing an important role in the sentence. And this unnecessary information will always be put in commas. So before the adjective clause also you will see a comma, and after the adjective clause also you will see a comma. Now let us see examples so that we will understand it better. Examples of restrictive or essential clauses are: first one, the oranges that you need for this recipe are on the table. So if I say the oranges are on the table, that means I'm not conveying the complete information. So the oranges, this is very important, that you need for this recipe. This sentence is important. Okay, so this is a restrictive adjective clause. The workers who built this bridge did a good job. Now, if I say the workers did a good job, then this is an incomplete information that I am sharing with somebody. So specifically, I am appreciating the workers who have built the bridge. So this information is very important. The workers who built this bridge did a good job. So here I am, my adjective is modifying, my adjective clause is modifying the noun, that is workers. The boy who broke the window is at the door. Again, here the adjective clause is modifying the word noun, that is boy. Okay. So I'm talking specifically about only that boy who has broken the window is at the door. So I hope you have understood what are restrictive or essential clauses. These are the essential part of sentence, important part of sentence, and they give us more information about the nouns. In first example, more information is given about oranges. In second example, you can see that more information is given about the workers. And in third example, more information is given about the boy. Now let us see examples of non-restrictive, that means non-essential clause. I told you that a simple trick to remember that which is restrictive and which is non-restrictive adjective clause is to see whether there are any commas. So here you can see Mr. James, then I have put a comma, who likes to eat popcorns, is a great football coach. Now here, who likes to eat popcorns is not an important information. Even without that, if I would have told that Mr. James is a great football coach, then that would have been enough. It is giving complete information. But still, some additional information is given which was not essential for the statement, which was not important for the statement, that is who likes to eat popcorns. So this is a non-restrictive adjective clause because it is giving an unnecessary information. Second one, our neighbors whom we helped a lot are moving out soon. Now again here, whom we helped a lot. This is modifying neighbors. Neighbors which is noun. So this was not required in the sentence. Third one, the pomegranate, which is a large type of fruit, thrives in warmer climates. So here pomegranate itself is a noun, and adjective clause, which is the non-restrictive adjective clause which has come in the sentence, which was not actually required. So that is which is a large type of fruit. So without that information also, it was understood that the pomegranate thrives in the warmer climates. So I hope, dear children, that you have understood which are the different types of adjective clauses, how to spot an adjective clause in the sentence. All that we have completed in our today's session. Okay, so do like, share and subscribe my channel to your friends also if you have liked my video. Thank you for watching our today's video.